start with example 1. So if the focal distance of a hyperbola is 10 units, so recall that the focal distance, it is the distance from the center to a focus. So therefore, our C is equal to 10 and half of its transverse axis is 8 units. So as we all know that the transverse axis is the distance from center to vertex of a hyperbola. So again, we can say that RA is equals to 8 units. So what is the distance from the center of a hyperbola to one of the endpoints of the conjugate axis? So meaning to say that we're going to find the value of B. So here's the solution. So since the problem is asking for the value of B, then we're now given the value of our C, which is 10 and A is 8 units. So we're going to use the relationship B squared is equals to C squared minus A squared. So substituting the given value. So B squared is equals to RC is 10 squared minus RA is 8, that's squared. So simplifying, that's B squared is equals to 10 squared, that's 100 minus 8 squared, that's 64. So B squared is equals to 100 minus 64, that's 36. So take square root of both sides to cancel out the squared power, so that variable B is equal to square root of 36, that's 6. So therefore, we can say that the distance from the center to one of the endpoints of the conjugate axis is 6 units. So note that we disregard the negative square root of 36 because we are dealing here the distance. So it must be positive. So if we're going to sketch that one in the Cartesian plane, so first is we're going to plot the vertices. So the vertices is found at 8 units. So we're going to count, this is 8, then from the left also it's negative 8. So these are the vertices of a hyperbola. Then the foci are found at 10 units. So 8, 10. So these are the foci of the hyperbola. So if we're going to draw a hyperbola, so this is one of hyperbola opening to the left and to the right. So then the length of the conjugate axis, which is B, is 6. 2, 4, 6. So 6. So therefore, the length of the conjugate axis or the point is found here. So we can draw a rectangular form so that a graph of a hyperbola is perfectly illustrated. So here again is the illustration of the graph of a hyperbola using the example number 1. So next,